Um, have you worked on multiple projects, right? Have you worked on multiple projects and how did you prioritize them?
Okay. Uh, yes, I have, and
Hmm.
most of the time, I I worked with worked on multiple projects because
Hmm.
because uh, and I think the priority is the key point to manage them. Well,
Hmm.
something I had learned from the learned from how to deal with the multiple projects is that you have to first of all you have to ask ask your manager for advance. I think manager is the one who did did understand the priority. Then
Hmm.
secondly, I'd like to make sure the deadline of every project so that I could deal with the I can manage I could manage the project before deadline. Then
Hmm.
thirdly, I'd like to learn learn a lot of the importance of every project.
Hmm.
As you know, we should put the most important project at the first place.
First, yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
yes, I have worked on multiple projects. They were given and discussed with me by my manager, right? And then I prioritized, I prioritized them by their deadline and, deadline, by their deadline
Yeah. Deadline.
and and according to their urgency or importance. All right. So please say that sentence for me. That would be our answer for number one.
Yeah.
Hmm. Please read it for me so I can hear how you're going to say that sentence.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
have you worked on multiple projects? How did you prioritize?
Pri- prioritize, yes.
Okay, the answer is that yes, I have worked on multiple projects. And they were given and discussed with by my manager. I
Sorry, please stop there. There is a word I left with me by my manager. Sorry about that.
okay.
I just realized I left out a word. Yes.
Okay, they were given and discussed with me by my manager. I prioritized
Hmm.
them by their deadline and according to their urgency or importance.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now let us look at question two. How do you handle meeting tight deadlines? So, how do you handle meeting tight deadlines? So, deadlines that were very tight, or maybe you have deadline on deadline on deadline. How did you handle that pressure of work?
Okay, so I'd like
Yes.
to confirm that did this mean if I when I when I
Okay.
very busy and how do I
Yes.
handle the meeting?
Let's say yes. Um, like for example, you are busy and also there are meetings coming up. Maybe while you are busy doing this, you've got a meeting at, let's say the time now is, let's say it's 5. Okay, then you're still busy you are typing a report maybe. While you are typing this report and you look at the time, oh, you have to be in a meeting. While you're in a meeting, you also have to finish your work. So how would you manage things or an environment that demands your full effort, but is also demands you to reach the deadlines on time? How do you do that?
Okay, well, that's a question about priority. Uh, I'd like to give some case like some situation like I first of all I'd like to to give a proposal uh, that that uh,
Mm-hmm.
that to change the meeting time. But if and I will tell the reason to the team. But
Mm-hmm.
if I can change the time, I'd like to join the meeting to the meeting with maybe I
Yes, I'm still
maybe
listening.
I will join the meeting and try to have a work multiple working. I will doing my project at the same time listening to the meeting. Um, but if I can't do this, maybe I'd like to say this. I like to tell the truth to the to my colleagues and ask them to give me an report after the meeting so I can review the
Mm-hmm.
report to to get the main meaning of the meeting. Yeah, as
Mm-hmm.
we know, project deadline is first or is always first as there are many. Yeah, that's all.
All right. I will make sure. I just want to type something extra there at the bottom. I will make sure that I schedule. Sorry about that. And make sure that I schedule meetings. When I won't be inconvenienced. Inconvenienced. Okay, so please read that answer for me.
Okay,
Tell me, what do you do? What would you do?
okay. The question is about how do you handle meeting tight deadline? I would. The answer is
Mhm.
I would propose a meeting reschedule
Schedule. Uh-huh.
and provide a valid reason. If that isn't possible, I would join the meeting and continue to participate and also ask for a report after the meeting. I always make sure that I schedule my meetings on days or times when I won't be inconvenienced.
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 Yes, which means there is nothing that is going to disturb you on that day or cause you any trouble or cause you any reason not to be able to attend your meeting. All right, let us look at question number three.
Okay. Question is about how do you handle it when your schedule is interrupted? Well,
Okay, how do you handle it when your schedule is interrupted? Okay, let's say, for example, you do have a set schedule for yourself, and then something just comes up immediately, maybe that demands your attention. So, how would you handle that?
well, well.
How would you handle?
First of all, I I like to. Uh, I always make sure that my schedule my schedule uh, is is open to is
Is
open to
open
my colleagues.
to emergencies, to my colleagues,
Yeah. So
and
and I
uh, and emergencies that may come up. Sorry, let me just finish that sentence. All right, you can continue.
yeah yes. So I yes I mean I always leave some space to have some inter interrupted
Mm, mm.
meeting and and I think maybe some quick meeting or quick quick tasks uh, are 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 uh, are, are properly I mean
Mm.
properly to and to have or and I to let me have a quick action to finish it in a short time. I think it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if the
Think.
yeah, but if the interrupted meeting or tasks are are very are, takes a long time take a long time. So I'd like to
Yes,
I'd like
yes.
to give a valid reason to my colleagues, and if and and try to make figure out the priority.
Hmm.
And if the interrupted tasks tasks are more important than my job, I'd like to reschedule my work. Yeah, but if the
Okay, I.
yeah, if my work is more important, maybe I'd like to to stop the interruption and reschedule another time.
Okay. If the emergency can wait, my work will take priority. But if it cannot wait, if it cannot wait, then I'd have to reschedule my work, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. There's a mistake I want to fix there. Okay. Let us read that answer. Tell me if you think it makes sense.
yeah.
But before you do, Ellen, tell me, how do you feel about these answers that I've given to you? Do you feel like they are good answers? Do you feel like we are on the right track? Or how do you feel?
I think this is a question about how you how it's all about the priority. It's quite like the the front questions, how to schedule manage your time.
Mm.
It's about time management. So
Time management,
yes,
yes.
and I think this answer is okay, because I think I I I should uh, thought of everything in terms of the priority, and
Mhm.
not every interruption is
An emergency.
emergency. Yes, so
Mm.
maybe I have
Yes.
to figure out which is more important.
Mm. Mm.
I think, and sometimes the interruption is emergency, so I have to stop my work
Mm.
and try to try to fix the issue.
Not every interruption is an emergency. So I would then have to rate it, and make a decision. All right? Okay. So please read that for me, and let us try to move on to the next question.
Okay, the question is about
Mm-hmm.
how do you handle it when your schedule is interrupted. The answer is that I always make sure that my schedule is open to my colleagues and emergencies that may come up. and make sure that all my tasks are complete completed on time. If the
Mm-hmm.
interruptions persist per,
Yes.
persists persists,
Persists.
uh,
Yes.
the interruptions persists longer than I accounted for, I'd have to give a valid reason to my colleagues. If the emergency can wait, my work will take priority. But if it can't
Mm-hmm.
wait, then I'd I'd have to reschedule my work. Not every interruption is an emergency, so I would then have to evaluate it, evaluate it,
Mm-hmm.
and make a decision.
Yes. All right, that is very well. I think also your pronunciation of these words is actually very, very good. We are doing well, actually, and I'm glad that you can pronounce these words without my help, which means when you practice these questions alone, then you will be able to talk and to read and to pronounce the words, even the new words that we used today in class.
Okay,
All right, let us look at number four.
okay. Uh, what do you do if you disagreed with a coworker?
Hmm.
Well,
What do you do if you had a disagreement with a colleague or a co-worker? What would you do?
well, uh, I think we should just speak directly, and also I mean we should we should open-minded and give our advice to the coworker, and and then give your advice. Yeah, let me give you an
Mm-hmm.
example.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago. Uh, my colleague uh, made a proposal, then and and a part of the and I disagreed with the a part of the proposal, so I just post my advice and my question to my colleague, and then I think maybe I just want to improve the improve the performance.
The suggestion that they came with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, what do you have said? Can you say
Mm-hmm.
again? I just want to improve the work he he
Yes.
was dealing with. So,
Mm-hmm.
but he insists his proposal. I mean, he stick to
Mm-hmm.
his idea. So I just
Yes.
so I have to so I had to um, post my question and my advice to the team, and we had
Mm-hmm.
a public uh, discussion, and we just just to do just to discuss this proposal for for a while and discuss the
Mm,
very detailed things in the of the proposal. Then, as a
yes.
result, we enhanced the structure and also get rid of some risks. So, yeah, and in conclusion, I think discussion and conversation is a very good way to dealing with the situation.
Mm,
So I
mm.
mean, try to always speak directly to your colleagues. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
So sorry about that, Ellen. I've got a very terrible cough. All right, then I would like you to read number four for us and then tell me if you feel like it's a good answer so we can move on to question five.
Okay. The question is about how do you do if you disagree with a coworker? The answer is that I
Mm-hmm.
would suggest that we be open-minded about the reason for the disagreement and then talk about it in
Yes.
a civilized
Civilized.
civilized manner civilized manner,
Mm-hmm.
hoping to find a positive solution. Communication is
Mm-hmm.
the best way to solve a disagreement.
Yes. Yes. Do you agree?
Yes, I I
Yes,
agree
definitely.
100% because uh,
Yes, yes.
disagreement cannot be avoided. Um, the only thing
Mm,
you can do is to have a conversation and try to solve it. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. So you must always have a conversation about your problems in order to find a solution and actually solve the problem, whatever problem that you might have. All right, let us look at number five.
Okay. Well, number five is about give me an example of when you did or when you didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
So, give me an example of when you did or when you didn't listen.
Yes, so you can either give me both examples, or you can give me just an example of a time when you were given an instruction and you didn't follow that instruction, or when you were told to do something but you never did that, or whatever way it may be that you didn't listen.
Okay. Well, oh yeah. I so this question is about the principle. I learned some principle, but I don't listen to the principle, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, well. There is a principle that said that time is money, but most of the time, I think the principle is is correct, but in some cases, I I don't I don't listen I don't listen to this principle. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
share with, an example with you, like
Mm-hmm.
like if it was a long time ago, uh, one of our customers gave me gave or gave us an advice, which is very tough and challenging, and and s- and some um, of my colleagues think is thought it was it a waste of time. Yeah, I mean maybe we shouldn't waste too much time on one customer,
Mm.
because time is money. So, but I have a conversation with the customer, and and realize that his his suggestion is quite valuable. So I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
give his suggestion to my team, and give a plan to imi- to to complete his suggestion. I mean to solve his problem. Then I took
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time to solve his problem. As a result, we published a new feature to all of the customers, and got a lot of wonderful positive feedback from customers. So I think this is a good example to to this question. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I think I typed quite a lot there and now it's not showing up. Okay. I had the client had a big problem and it took time to solve that problem. That problem at my main concern is customer satisfaction. So I didn't listen to listen to the principle. Oh man. All right. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh no. Mm, prioritize them by deadline or according to the urgency or importance. This shouldn't come here. Okay. Um, okay, just give me some time to to fix this. I see there's a mistake that happened there. Oh no.
Don't worry, you can just clean the private answers.
Oh, ugh, man. I don't know what this computer is doing because it's doing the wrong thing. It's not doing what I wanted to do. Okay, just give me a while. I'm gonna fix that very quickly. Okay, so had a big problem and sorry, my main aim was customer satisfaction. So I ignored the principle. All right, so let's read number five.
Okay.
Number five.
The question is about
Or let me put it, where should I put it there?
the
Okay.
question is about give me an example of when you did or when you didn't listen. Okay, the answer is that there is a principle that says time is money, and in most cases I don't listen to it because it can put pressure on you. For example, at my previous work, I worked with a client that had a big problem, and my main aim was customer satisfaction, so I ignored the principle.
Okay. A big problem. And let's add, I want us to add there. And man, come on. No. Sorry about that. I don't know what this computer is doing. And see, it keeps moving. Problem. And I, we had a, okay, and it took me a, it took me a long time to solve his problem.
Yeah,
Okay. So it took you time to solve his problem, and then, but your aim was for the customer to be satisfied. But my aim was customer satisfaction, so I ignored that rule. All right. So I'm just going to put this one here for you. All right. Unfortunately, Ellen, this brings us to the end of our lesson for today. I'm glad that I could help you with your interview questions. Please do keep practicing and maybe try to Google other answers that are going to be conducive and helpful for you. I'm so glad for the free talk that we had. Basically, I would like to say I am proud of the way that you speak. You speak very, very well. You can read very well. You pronounce your words quite well as well. Please try to keep practicing, learning new words, how to pronounce them, and how to read them within a sentence. Otherwise, thank you for a wonderful lesson, Ellen. I hope you enjoyed our lesson and I hope I was helpful. Please do not forget to give me a rating out of 10 at the end of the lesson. Thank you and bye for now.
bye. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye. Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye.